What's up, y'all? How is everybody doing today, man? Top of the morning to you. Top of the morning to you. If you guys are new here, man, my name is Brandon Jones, and I specialize in helping you make an extra
Now
income.
turn left.
Oh, this stuff is frozen. Oh my. All right. I think I know where I'm at, GPS. I think I know where I'm at. So I don't think I need you. But yeah, y'all. So we're here. We're gonna be talking about hating your job ain't gonna change your job. Okay, it ain't gonna change it. Your job ain't gonna change
Take
by
the
you not
next
liking it.
left onto Adams Avenue.
Okay? Now, I want to give y'all a real example. I want to give y'all some real game. Something I would give you if you were my brother, you were my sister. And this is, you can take it how you want. This ain't gonna be no feelings involved. I don't care, to be honest, how you feel. I'm here to actually help you wake up and see reality, okay? So please don't take anything that I say personal. Just understand that you already know, man. If you've been watching me for a while, you know how I am. I try to keep everything blunt, everything just real. You feel me? So number one, you're gonna go broke trying to start a business, okay? You're gonna go broke trying to start a business, and sometimes you're gonna need to re-up. That's it, right? A lot of people, they like to tell fairy tales. They like to make it seem like, yeah, I started a multi-million-dollar business with my first idea. That's cap, okay? Starting a business is hard. It also takes a lot of failures. It takes a lot of lessons. It takes a lot of us understanding that we were wrong. Sometimes we start businesses based on our emotions. Sometimes we start businesses based on what we think we need to do, a hobby or something that we like, right? A business has nothing to do with what you like. Fun fact, I do not like electronics, but I do sell them. I do have a warehouse full of electronics. I do make most of my money from electronics. I do not like repairing phones. I actually just repaired a phone for a video yesterday. One of the worst experiences of my life, having to relearn how to repair, well, not relearn, but just start doing a phone again when I pay people to do it, right? Like, I hate fixing phones, but that's something I did for years myself. So it's like, understand that a business takes a lot of money. A business takes a lot of failure. A business takes a lot of lessons. And sometimes you're going to do things in that business that are going to hurt you. You're not going to make the right decisions all the time. And that's why you got to understand that you need a job. Okay? You need a job. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the people that are believing fake content creators, okay? And yes, I'm going to keep calling out content creators that are faking and lying, because it gets ridiculous at some point when you start talking to people and they're saying that they quit their job and they started thinking they're going to create another income stream and they're going to be great. No, you're not going to be great just out of thin air, okay? You have to learn your own way. And I've said this before on a live, and I'll say it again. Nobody can tell you how to be them. Nobody can effectively tell you, hey, this is how you be me. Like, people that try to create content and say, hey guys, here are some tips on how to get rich, right? Those people you should automatically know are fake. They're liars, because there's no way I can teach you how to get rich. There's no way I can teach you how to make money. There's no way I can teach you how to start your own store. There's no way I can teach you how to do that. The only way that you're going to learn how to do that is by your own experiences. Now, what I can do is give you information. I can say, hey, this is where the products are. Hey, this is how you find a profit margin. Like, all of this stuff is information. Where I start getting ahead of myself is when I start trying to tell you that, hey, I can guarantee you that if you do this, that you're gonna make that. I want you to go on YouTube, and if you look at all of these videos where they're like, hey, top 5 apps on how to make instant money, it's all fake. It's all fake. The internet, I won't even say Instagram or TikTok or YouTube. All of this stuff has just become a whole bunch of propaganda and entertainment and things that are going to just grow you. Well, no, I won't say grow you, but instead build you up to tear you down. Okay? Like, all of it is meant to tear you down. It's not meant to keep you up. A lot of people, especially when they have mentorships, the point of a mentorship is for you to need them over and over again and never leave. I just had an eBay automation meeting, I think yesterday when I said this, where eBay automation is where we list, ship, and provide. This guy's on his phone. I hate when people on their phone behind me. It's where you list, ship, and provide products. We do that for you. So we provide products for you, we list products for you, and we ship the products from our warehouse. Great. I'm talking to this bull, and me and him having a good convo. And it just so happens that, right? I gotta get in the other lane. It just so happens that he asked me, he was like, hey, what if I wanted to source products myself? And I'm like, well, if you want to source product yourself, you can source products yourself. Our main goal is not to keep you here. Our main goal is for you to be able to venture out and start your own business. That's our main goal. And that's my main goal with any of my products. As you guys see, I have phone stores in Philly. I have phone stores where I make money. I make money with electronics on a daily basis, right? But what you don't see me do is try and say, hey guys, buy these products from me, retail price, and everything will be gravy, right? I don't do that. You wanna know why? Because I get a thrill out of helping people make money. That makes me happy. I think that's my purpose, to help people actually make the money themselves. Like, I don't wanna gatekeep, because me gatekeeping stops me from networking. I've had YouTube subscribers that I've started stores with. I've started repair businesses with. Like, that stuff you cannot beat. You can't beat that. That's a great relationship. And you know, I love making money with people. So again, information is what you need. You do not need somebody to try to tell you how to be them. You do not need that. If you keep trying to get out of your job, you're going to stay there. Let's make that clear. That's the next thing. If you keep having that main goal to leave your job, or oh, I don't want to work, or I just feel like I don't need to work, or working is not for me. Like, I hear that a lot. Working is not for me. And people that say that, they be like, working is not for me. I already know working is for them, because that's a slave mindset. If you feel like you're too good to get your ass up and go to a 9 to 5, that's a problem. That's a big ass problem. Thank you. I appreciate you. That's a problem, because let me tell you something. The only reason why I'm an entrepreneur right now, I really appreciate that. I really do. The reason why I started a business right now is because when I was in high school, I had a job at Sam's Club. And they fired me because I lied about my age, stuff that I put on myself, right? So they fired me. And it wasn't the fact that they fired me because I lied or anything that made me upset. It was the fact that I needed that job for school lunch. I needed that job for my basketball shoes and my basketball uniform, and things that I needed that my mom wasn't giving me money for. I needed that job, and I had the job, and I felt like I was secure. And then all of a sudden, that job said, get out. And I was very hurt. And I remember that pain, and I speak with that pain, and I move with that pain. And you can tell by just when I speak, you can tell my emotion with this, because that is my why. My why is I don't want anybody to be able to dictate how I put food on a table for my family. You understand me? That's why. That's my why. Hello. What's up, guys? That's my why. So it's like, me having a 9 to 5 is what changed me into being an entrepreneur. You don't just wake up one day and just say, I just want to start a business and think that that's going to work. Because I'm going to tell you, it may work in unique ways, because I don't want to say never, right? But what I've seen, and I've helped people build businesses. I haven't built them for them. I've helped them. I've aided people. I am not taking credit for anybody starting a business. I've helped, right? Here's the thing. A lot of them went through hard stuff in order to get there. A lot of them, prime example, yesterday, literally yesterday, PayPal suspended my, they disabled my PayPal account, right? And true example, I wake up to get my daughter ready for school, and I got an email from PayPal, and PayPal saying, we deactivated your PayPal account. Now, why is this a big thing? This is a big thing. What am I talking? I'm talking about people that say they don't want to have a job, end up keeping their jobs. Hating your job isn't going to make you not have a job anymore or make you financially stable. I'm talking about why you should actually embrace having a job. That's basically the gist of it, right? So I wake up, PayPal emails me. Do you know how it feels when you wake up, right? And then you get an email that is something that can alter your business. Like it can destroy your business for that said period of time, right? So mind you, I got POS systems, which is point of sale systems, right? So that's basically like if you go to the register at my store, when you pay, it goes straight to my PayPal. So I have that. I have online, obviously, going to PayPal. I got eBay going to PayPal. Mercari's going to PayPal. I have another website going to PayPal. I got a bunch of stuff. Amazon going to PayPal. I got so much, right? So all this stuff going to PayPal, but there's no PayPal. So, and mind you, I told you I woke up to get my daughter ready for what? School, right? So now literally my business fell apart in a matter of 5 seconds. I gotta get my daughter to school. Do I choose fixing my business or taking my daughter to school? That's the type of stuff. And this doesn't just happen one day. This happens maybe like 3 days out of the week. Something like this happens. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So thank you so much for the sub. So it's like, I'm gonna read yours in a second, Desmond. It's like, boom. Now that I'm going through this hardship, I took my daughter to school and then I handled it, by the way. I got to be able to have that why in my head of like, no, don't quit. Fix it. Whenever I see it, the first thing I think about, fix it. Why? Because you don't want to go back. You don't want to go back. You don't want to be a failure. You don't want to be that person that said, what if I could, if I should, if I did. I'm that person that's going to say, yo, listen, I put that work in. Chest out, chin up. Whatever came to me, I sat there and got through it no matter what. My biggest fear is the excuse of where, no, how to start, can't count on. Hold on, yeah, because I'm driving. Even knowing, great. Okay, good. I like that, Desmond. So, what I will say, because I can't read it all full in depth. I'm trying to, but where I'm at is it's a lot of traffic. But the doubt, right? Having that mindset. Number one, the biggest mindset that you're gonna have when you're starting your business or when you got your job and you're like, yo, I'm sick of this. The biggest mindset is you have to understand how much risk it is owning a business or starting something, right? It's risk. And what happens when you think about a risk? You have fear, right? So I would be lying to you guys if I told you every single time I buy products, every single time I get a new store, every single time that I invest in a phone, I don't have fear. I have fear till this day. I've been doing this since 2014. I've been doing this over 10 years. I still have the same exact fear that I had when I started. The difference is I ignore it. The reason I ignore it is because I know now that fear won't go away. See, Desmond, what a lot of people think is that fear shouldn't be there. A lot of us, we think, okay, maybe I shouldn't start this business because I'm scared, or because I might fail, or because all of my bread might go down the drain, or I might lose all my money and then now I have to restart. Or, hey, I might not be able to pay that rent. If I put that rent money in this business hoping that it doubles, my rent might be late. I might not have that. My car payment, like all of these things, you start thinking like, damn, like maybe I shouldn't do this because it's not the right time. And I think that's the beautiful thing about entrepreneurship, is that it's never the right time. It's never the right time. It's never the right moment. There's never going to be a picture perfect situation, because there's always stuff that comes up to stop and block your blessings, right? Always. And I think that is by design, because if everybody had a perfect situation or a perfect time in life, they probably would embark on it. They would probably start it. Fun fact, I had a Trackhawk. Jeep Trackhawk, right? 19 years old, had this the first car I ever brought. I put $40,000 cash down, right? I'm not rich. I put $40,000 cash down. 19 years old. And I remember I got it because I wanted to look cool. And the main reason why I got this Trackhawk was when I pull up to business meetings, I want people to respect me. That was like the thing. Like I want people to respect me. Okay? And when I got it, I got in a car. And I got in a car, you know, after you test drive it, you buy it, you do all the paperwork, you get in the car, you drive off. I will never forget that feeling I got when I got in the car and it was so much responsibility on me. I was so scared because the payments was like maybe $1,200. And I was just so scared because I was thinking to myself, well, damn, I just put a whole bunch of bread down. And like now I gotta put more money down than I've ever put on any type of bill. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna read your comment 1 second. So I'm like, damn, like, I don't know. Like, this is scary. That's the fear I'm talking about. Like, that fear don't go away. That fear stays. That fear is there because when I got in that Trackhawk, guys, every morning I knew I had to get to work. I knew I had to grind. You feel me? So the way I get past that mindset is understanding that mindset is permanent. That fear is permanent. So that fear can stay there, but make some room for me having confidence in myself as well. Because while, yeah, I'm scared I might buy this phone and might not make no money. I just brought a phone, right? I just brought a phone. It was cracked. I couldn't see inside the device, but it was a 1 terabyte. It was a really, really good, it looked like a really good buy. So I brought the phone, not knowing if it was iCloud lock. Even though I did check the IMEI and it said it was, but still, I don't know if it has water damage. I don't know, but I still brought the phone. And I am going to sell it today, hopefully. But that's me getting over that fear, if that makes sense, man. I know I'm focused. I'm just very, very alert. So I don't like when people, I'm very alert when I'm driving, y'all. Very alert. Because you just never know people, man. You never know what people, how people feeling. I'm actually gonna pick my phone up. All right, if you had 3 months to restart everything career-wise, what are the things you should focus on? If I had if I could start all over, you wanna know something? If I started all over, I would definitely get a trade. The reason I would get a trade is because then I would just use that trade to start another business. But regardless, as far as a career, I would pick a career that didn't tie me down. Like, I think taking a career, prime example, like I'll be like a therapist or something, or somebody that can work at home and start my own business. That would be tough. That would be really cool. Me personally, it's really hard for me to answer that question because I wouldn't really do much different because I love the way that I did do it. I made a bunch of mistakes, very, very, very immature and very impatient. I think that's the only negatives I would say. I was a very impatient person. I thought that things would just change immediately for me, and they didn't. So that's something that I really don't like about what I did. Is I've watched people pass me because they were more patient than me. My best friend passed me in total revenue. He made more money than me first. He got the better car than me first. No, that's not true. But he is making more money and has a more successful company than me because he was patient. He actually got a job when he didn't need to have a job at T-Mobile. He got a job at T-Mobile. He stacked his bread at T-Mobile. T-Mobile fired him because he stole a screen protector. He took the money that he had with T-Mobile, started a contracting business, and now he's really, really well off. So, like, he had that patience. And while he was working at T-Mobile, I was like, I don't need to work for nobody. I don't need to work for nobody. And totaled my car and got it fixed, spent money on a car instead of spent it on inventory and did a whole bunch of dumb stuff. So I would be more patient, and I would start a career. If I was anybody else, I would start a career where I can work at home, because if I can work at home, I know I can work on my business too. And I would never get into a job that doesn't have anything to do with what I want to pursue in my own business. So you know how I do electronics. I wouldn't get a job at Macy's or at Ross or, you know, Forever 21. I wouldn't get a job there because that has nothing to do with my desire. But like, I would get a job at T-Mobile, or I would get a job at Xfinity, because I can now nitpick and learn. I can go to work, but I can also look at work as a schooling type of situation, where it's like, okay, I'm going to work, but I'm asking my manager questions on how we figure out how to do inventory, which day we do inventory in operations. Like, you're starting to learn, you're starting to teach yourself. Yeah, a trade is really, really good. Yo, bro, I got banned from eBay. Give me a call, man. Book a call. Everybody asks me about if they get banned from eBay, I can't like run it down. So on Hustler taught me, I got to book a call button. You got to hit that and then book a call, because we got to look at your eBay. I can't give you, the miscellaneous of advice that I could give you would be on the videos on YouTube. But like every account, you could do different things. You can appeal, you can create another business account. It's a bunch of things that you could do. But if I'm being honest with you, yeah, I would book a call. And I'm being 100. Like, this is my time is money, and like, I help a lot of people, guys. But what I realize is, like, I have a $5 phone flipping class on Tuesdays, and tonight I got a $5 reselling class, and it's all on Hustler Taught Me, right? I really haven't been promoting it as much as I want, but it's really interesting, guys, because I've tried to do free classes, right? I've tried to do free classes for people, and nobody shows. Well, people show up, but not as many people that registered show up. And I've done it for like all last year, and I realized people don't like free things. They don't value it, and it makes sense. So it's $5, but yeah. Yeah, just hit me up. Hit me up. We can work together. You do something for me, I do something for you. You know, I don't just want a handout, though. I definitely want to look out for you as well. That's just how I am. But you can hit me up on Instagram. You could hit I have a lot more activity on my personal page, so you can hit up my business Hustler Taught Me on Instagram. Just Hustler Taught Me. It's the same thing as my regular YouTube, or you could do Educated__Hustler. Just DM me, and then we'll work. We'll work for sure. But yeah, y'all. So and that's the thing. Like, to really get down to the nitty gritty is you need a job. You need a job, and hating a job is something you need. You need to hate your job. You need to not like your manager. Well, I wouldn't say that. That's not okay to say. It's not that you need to not like your manager. It's that you need to understand that your manager is not better than you. So whoever's watching this, if you do have a job and you are working a 9 to 5, I do want to let you know your manager probably isn't smarter than you. They probably don't have the same hustle as you. They probably don't have the same grind as you, but you're letting them outwork you. You're letting your managers outwork you. A lot of us are letting our managers outwork us because they get paid more. But you know something? When you only do a certain amount of work based upon how much you get paid, you're starting to put money over time. Because, let me explain, if, prime example, like basketball, right? I know for a fact that I put up more shots than most people I play with, right? I shoot way more in the gym by myself than most people I step on the court with, okay? 500 shots twice a day. Not a lot of people are doing that. Cool. So when I get the ball in a game, what am I doing? Shooting, right? I'm shooting the ball. I'm shooting the ball. Why? All right, bet. I got you. Why am I shooting the ball? I'm shooting the ball because I know how much practice I put in. Sometimes we gotta look and be like, yo, let me learn everything my manager knows, or all the back office operations, even if it means I gotta stay after or stay a little longer and not get paid, but I'm gonna learn it because I'm gonna take that and put that into my business. It's way better than me just learning on YouTube. It's way better than me just looking it up on Google. Like, these are all ways I would approach becoming an entrepreneur. First, you become a 9-to-5 worker. Then you take that money you're making from your 9-to-5, you put 20% into an account, and you start, figuring out what you want to do business-wise. Then you fail, but you have your job to fall back on, obviously, so you're good. Then you start to find something that works for you. You keep investing your money into your business. Great. Now you start making a little bit of money with your business, but you still have your 9-to-5. You keep your 9-to-5. So now you're working half and half. You now you part-time with your job, and now you part-time with your business. And you keep doing that and stay like that for as long as you can. As long as you can. I don't care how much money you make. You only quit your job when you don't have, when you're making enough money to quit, one, but when you stop having enough time to actually report to work. There's no reason for somebody to just quit their job. Trust me. It's no reason, because it's going to be times when you're going to need that job back. I'm telling you, like, trust what I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you. Yeah, but the thing is, everybody's applying for jobs but can't get a job. Ooh, probably because they choose a wrong field that isn't on them. Yeah, I gotta, hold on. So everybody can't get a job. And if everybody can't get a job, then that is a sticky situation. You're right. Now, I gotta address that though, because if you can't get a job, take one. If you can't get a job, take one. Now, what do I mean by that, right? So, if I can't get a job, number one, there's no such thing as you can't get a job. There are always other people searching for talent. If I have a rep in my store right now that's been with me for 20 years, and we're making, let's just say, $10,000 a week, but then you come into my store, you articulate yourself well, you seem like you're a really, really good salesperson, and maybe you bring youth energy, because the person that's been with me for a while, they're a little dead now. Like, they don't really, not that they don't care, they're just into the same routine. I'm gonna hire you and let them go. Why? Because every business needs to refresh, and every business is always looking to 10x. Instead of making 10,000 a week, I would rather make 20, right? And I'm telling y'all the honest to God truths of how cutthroat business is. Some people that think of it all in emotion, they'll be like, oh no, that person's been with you for 10 years. You would just let them go? Absolutely. Because if you've been with me for 10 years and I'm making the same amount, that ain't good enough. That ain't good enough. And that's 100. I'm telling y'all, that's 100. That's how it be, bro. Like, that's how cutthroat business is. I have a question. What's the most expensive thing that you invested in that you would never regret spending bands on? I would say my stores. So my first store, I got a warehouse that cost me, what was it? Like 15,000 down. Like, yeah, for the first last in security, or first last. And that was a lot of money to put down for a building. And at that time, I think in my bank account, I only had like $30,000. So it took like half of my bread. And I remember, because I was holding on to that 30, because I was like, oh yeah, like I got 30. And I used to wake up, look at my account, and see all of that money, and I'm like, yes, right? It makes you feel good. But here's the thing, like, what people forget to like really think about is when you make a lot of money, or when you have a lot of money in your bank account. Let's say that you're somebody that has a savings account and you got 100K in there. That joint gonna look nice every time you look at it, but it ain't never gonna go up. It ain't never gonna go up without something coming out, right? And I mean, of course, if you have a job, you got to pay taxes, so taxes are going out, which you don't really see because you see the final number plus gas and food and all that. But no matter what, I had to spend money, and I did, and that made me triple, quadruple what I spent. So that's like the largest investment I think I've made that I can really say I don't regret. And I think I was really scared when I did that. I was really scared. Like, I was really, because we're not talking about I needed shelves, I needed product, I needed staff. So like, don't get it twisted. 15,000 was just for the building, but you got to think. Then I had to get the signage, I had to get the equipment, I had to get the people, I had to get the displays, I had to get the licenses, I had to get everything transported there. So that's more money, right? So that was a really, really big risk to me. So that's scary. But being scared, that's good. That's good. When you are scared, you know you're doing something right because you're out of your comfort zone. And if you have anything, if you ever been working out, or if you ever went running, you know, like when you surpass that moment where you want to stop, or when you benching or you lifting weights and it start hurting and you keep going, you know for a fact you build a muscle at that point. And like when I get uncomfortable and I feel like, dang, like this is scary, I know for a fact I'm building wealth. Now I might lose all of that money, but I'm still gonna build from it. Wealth. You feel me? So don't ever in your life let anything stop you, or let any fear consume you to where you stop betting on yourself. You understand me? Y'all better bet on yourselves. Y'all better stop hating your job. Start appreciating the fact that you have a job. When some people, they don't have jobs and they just sit at home, go to the corner store and buy Black and Milds all day, and sit in the corner talking to their friends outside about basketball games and sports betting, and they're broke as a joke. So it's like, I'm telling y'all, believe in yourself. Don't hate your job. Appreciate that job. Don't be comfortable with that job. Get the hell out of that job whenever you can. But we gotta first realize that that job is going to help us fuel our business. And that's the most important part. You feel me? That's the most important part, y'all. So I appreciate y'all watching. I'm about to get out. I'm about to get off here. I got a business call I gotta do at 8:30. It's 8:29. I will see you guys in another video, of course. You know I love y'all like a fat kid love cake. And we're gonna work, man. I'm gonna go live today at my desktop as well, and go over some income stream stuff too. I do have that reselling class tonight too. $5. If you got $5 to learn how to make money, tap in with your boy. Spend that $5 with me, and let's turn that $5 into 500. Let's get it. All right, y'all. I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all later. Okay, y'all be safe. Peace.